The courage to be disliked offers a transformative perspective on how to achieve happiness and freedom by letting go of past traumas, societal expectations, and the need for approval, empowering readers to live authentically and build deeper connections. We'll cover the whole book and all these topics in just a few minutes. Topic 1. Freedom and responsibility. True freedom isn't about doing whatever you want without constraints. It's about owning your choices and taking full accountability for your life. The book challenges us to reflect on whether we are living in the present or allowing our past and future to dictate our actions. As the authors emphasize, responsibility is the price of freedom, and this means letting go of blaming others or circumstances for where you are. Living authentically starts when you focus on the moment you're in right now. Imagine a painter who hesitates to pick up a brush because they fear past mistakes will resurface or worry their work won't meet future expectations. The painting will never begin without the courage to act in the now. Similarly, our lives demand that we seize the present as our canvas. To incorporate this into your life, begin each day by identifying what you can control today. Set small goals aligned with your values and avoid falling into the trap of self-pity or external blame. Remember, your choices, not your circumstances, define your direction. Please don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Topic 2. The courage to face life's challenges. Challenges are not barriers meant to block your path. They are stepping stones that shape who you are. As the authors explain, adversity is the classroom of life. Whether it's a career setback, a failed relationship, or a health issue, each difficulty contains lessons waiting to be uncovered. Think about how diamonds are formed under immense pressure. Similarly, the adversities in life build our resilience and strength. Instead of avoiding challenges, approach them with curiosity. Ask yourself, what can I learn from this situation? Practical ways to face challenges include breaking them down into smaller, manageable steps. Suppose you're struggling with a career goal, like a big presentation. Start by outlining just the introduction. With each small win, you'll gain momentum. And don't forget to celebrate your progress. It's a vital reminder of your resilience. Topic 3. All problems are interpersonal problems. Whether it's self-doubt or unhappiness, the source often lies in how we connect or fail to connect with others. As the authors put it, happiness is born from contribution to others. When we dislike ourselves, it's often tied to unresolved relational conflicts. For example, harboring resentment toward a colleague or family member can subtly affect how you view yourself. Resolving these issues paves the way for emotional health and self-acceptance. To apply this insight, practice active listening during conversations. Show genuine interest in what others are saying. Cultivating gratitude for the people in your life is another powerful tool. Try ending each day by reflecting on 3 positive interactions you had. And if there's a lingering conflict, take a step toward resolution. The peace that follows will positively ripple into every aspect of your life. By understanding and embracing these lessons, you begin to see how responsibility, challenges, and relationships are interconnected. Together, they guide us toward living a life that's not only courageous, but deeply fulfilling. As we move forward, let's continue unpacking these transformative ideas with an open mind and a willingness to grow. Topic 4. The goal of life is contribution. According to the book, true fulfillment doesn't come from personal achievement or beating others in competition. Instead, it's realized through contributing to the well-being of others and the community around us. By shifting from a mindset of competition to one of cooperation, we unlock deeper meaning and satisfaction in our lives. Think about this in your own life. Have you ever worked on a team where everyone collaborated to achieve a shared goal? Compare that to times when competition divided the group. In collaboration, we experience connection, mutual respect, and a sense of accomplishment that's greater than any individual success. As the book puts it, a life of contribution is a life of purpose. And happiness is found not in winning, but in sharing. To apply this in your life, start small. Volunteer your time to help others in your community, or even support a colleague at work without expecting anything in return. Shift your focus from being the best to helping others succeed. And make it a habit to regularly assess your actions. Ask yourself, how am I contributing to the well-being of those around me? This simple shift in perspective can redefine what success and happiness mean to you. Topic 5. Life is simple. Next, let's discuss the concept that life is simple, a truth that many of us overlook in our busy, comparison-driven lives. The book explains that much of the complexity in our lives comes from unnecessary comparisons and the constant need for external validation. When we compare ourselves to others or seek approval, we create mental clutter that obscures what truly matters. As the authors wisely note, life becomes complicated when you compare it to others. Take social media as an example. You might find yourself scrolling through posts, feeling inadequate as you compare your everyday life to someone else's highlight reel. This kind of validation-seeking behavior leads to stress and dissatisfaction. The book suggests simplifying our lives by focusing on what aligns with our personal values rather than external pressures. So, how can you embrace simplicity? Start by limiting the time you spend on social media to avoid comparison-driven anxiety. Reflect on what genuinely matters to you and prioritize your goals based on those personal values. Decluttering your physical environment can also help create mental clarity. Organize your workspace or clear out unnecessary commitments from your schedule. Remember, simplicity isn't about having less. It's about creating space for what's meaningful. Topic 6. The courage to be happy. The book argues that happiness isn't something we stumble upon. It's a choice we make every day. True happiness requires us to let go of the need for recognition or approval from others. It asks us to prioritize authenticity over the opinions of others. As the authors boldly state, happiness is not something given, it is something you choose. And the courage to be happy lies in the courage to be disliked. This is easier said than done. Many of us spend a great deal of time shaping our actions to fit into others' expectations, whether it's at work, with family, or in social settings. But consider this. When you base your happiness on others' validation, you give them control over your emotional state. The book challenges this mindset, emphasizing that happiness comes from living authentically and making choices aligned with your values. To practice this, reflect on whether your actions are driven by your own values or by the need to gain approval. Celebrate small personal victories as a way to build self-acceptance. And don't shy away from setting boundaries with those who drain your energy or fail to respect your priorities. Choosing to live authentically, even when it means facing disapproval, is a brave step toward genuine happiness. Topic 7. Separation of tasks. Let's begin with the concept of separation of tasks, a principle that can transform how we approach relationships and challenges in life. The book emphasizes that much of our stress and conflict arises from becoming overly involved in tasks that aren't truly ours to manage. Instead, we're encouraged to focus solely on what is within our control and let others handle their responsibilities. As the authors say, focus on your tasks and let others handle theirs. Imagine a workplace scenario where you try to micromanage a colleague's tasks or take on their workload because you think they might fail. Not only does this create unnecessary stress for you, but it also undermines their autonomy. The philosophy of task separation fosters healthier relationships by respecting boundaries and clarifying roles. When you focus on your own responsibilities, you reduce tension and allow others to grow. To apply this in your life, start by asking yourself, is this truly my responsibility? Before reacting to a situation. Resist the urge to offer unsolicited advice or solve problems for others unless they explicitly ask for help. Establishing clear boundaries, whether with family, friends, or coworkers, helps maintain balance and mutual respect. By mastering this skill, you'll find freedom in focusing on your tasks and giving others the space to handle theirs. Topic 8. Living for others. Next, let's explore the idea of living for others, a concept often misunderstood as self-sacrifice. The book clarifies that living for others doesn't mean neglecting your own needs. Instead, it's about finding joy and purpose in contributing to the well-being of those around you. The happiness of others becomes the foundation of your own, the authors write, highlighting how acts of kindness and connection create a fulfilling life. Picture this: offering a genuine compliment to a coworker, helping a neighbor with groceries, or volunteering at a local shelter. These small acts of kindness not only uplift others, but also bring a sense of purpose and connection to your day. However, balance is essential. While giving to others, it's equally important to care for your own well-being so you can contribute sustainably. To embrace this mindset, start by incorporating simple acts of kindness into your daily routine, such as lending a helping hand or offering words of encouragement. Volunteer for a cause that resonates with your personal values to make a broader impact. Reflect on your unique skills and talents. How can they be used to positively affect those around you? Living for others is ultimately about nurturing a balance between self-care and altruism, creating a ripple effect of shared happiness. Please don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Topic 9. The meaning of life. The book offers a compelling perspective, suggesting that meaning is not something we discover, it's something we create. Through purposeful actions and a commitment to personal growth, we can craft a life filled with significance. As the authors put it, meaning is not found but made. Consider a time when you felt a deep sense of fulfillment, perhaps after completing a challenging project or helping someone in need. That feeling likely came from your intentional actions, driven by your values. This is the essence of meaning, aligning your efforts with your purpose and continually growing through the process. To create meaning in your life, begin by identifying areas where you can take purposeful actions. What long-term goals align with your core values? Write them down and revisit them regularly to stay on track. Journaling can also be a powerful tool to reflect on your progress and adapt your approach as you grow. Remember, meaning isn't a destination. It's a journey shaped by the choices and actions you take each day. Topic 10. Overcoming fear of change. This fear often stems from a desire for comfort and familiarity. After all, staying in our comfort zone feels safe and predictable. But as the book explains, this mindset can hold us back from reaching our potential. True growth and fulfillment require us to step into uncertainty and embrace change. As the authors remind us, growth begins where your comfort zone ends. And to fear change is to fear life itself. Think about a time when you resisted change, a new job, a move, or even a personal challenge. While it may have felt daunting initially, chances are that once you embraced it, you grew stronger or gained valuable insight. That's the power of confronting change. It opens the door to new possibilities. To overcome this fear, start small. Take calculated risks daily, whether it's trying a new activity or speaking up in a meeting. Reframe challenges as opportunities to learn and grow rather than threats to your stability. Reflect on past experiences where embracing change led to positive outcomes. It's a reminder of your resilience. Change isn't just a challenge, it's an invitation to live more freely and fully. Topic 11. Rejecting competition. Society often glorifies competition, encouraging us to outdo others in pursuit of success. However, the book challenges this view, arguing that competition can lead to resentment, dissatisfaction, and strained relationships. Instead, it advocates for cooperation and contribution, which create a sense of community and inner peace. As the authors wisely state, true success is not measured by defeating others, but by uplifting them. And, in competition, there are no winners, only dissatisfaction. Consider how competition might show up in your life. Maybe at work, where colleagues vie for recognition, or in friendships, where subtle comparisons creep in. These dynamics often breed stress and disconnect. Shifting the focus to collaboration, however, fosters mutual respect and shared achievement. Imagine celebrating a friend's success as if it were your own. That sense of shared joy strengthens relationships rather than dividing them. To practice this, seek out opportunities to collaborate in both professional and personal settings. Look for ways to uplift others, whether through encouragement or shared projects. Replace competitive goals with ones that prioritize mutual benefit, such as team success or community impact. By rejecting competition, you redefine success as something shared, not won. Topic 12. Accepting yourself. Let's talk about self-acceptance, which is foundational to happiness and meaningful relationships. The book highlights that self-acceptance involves embracing your imperfections and recognizing that they contribute to your unique identity. As the authors put it, you are good enough as you are, imperfections and all, and acceptance is the starting point of all personal growth. Self-acceptance doesn't mean complacency. Instead, it's about letting go of harsh self-criticism and replacing it with self-compassion. Think about how you'd encourage a friend who is struggling. Now, imagine offering yourself that same kindness. This shift allows you to grow without the weight of constant judgment. To cultivate self-acceptance, practice speaking to yourself with kindness, especially during difficult times. Create a gratitude list that highlights your strengths and achievements. It's a powerful reminder of what makes you valuable. Reflect on how your imperfections have shaped your journey and made you who you are. Accepting yourself isn't just about being kinder to yourself. It's about unlocking your full potential to grow and connect authentically with others. Topic 13. Deny trauma. The book emphasizes that trauma does not dictate our present or future. While past experiences can influence us, they do not have the power to control our choices unless we allow them to. The authors argue that we often give trauma too much weight, using it as an explanation for present difficulties, rather than taking ownership of our actions. As they put it, trauma does not exist. We only choose to live as if it did. Another powerful idea presented here is about anger. The book portrays anger not as an uncontrollable emotion, but as a tool we use, often to avoid responsibility. Imagine a situation where you've blamed anger for lashing out. What if, instead, you viewed it as a choice you made to shift accountability? Recognizing this gives us the power to respond differently in the future. To put this into practice, reflect daily on how much control you truly exert over your emotions. Ask yourself, am I acting out of choice or reacting from a place of perceived victimhood? Replace thoughts of helplessness with proactive questions about what you can change now. Mindfulness techniques, like observing emotional triggers without reacting immediately, can help you take ownership of your responses and move forward with clarity and intention. Topic 14. The courage to be disliked. Next, let's explore the courage it takes to live authentically, even in the face of disapproval. Seeking universal approval is something many of us grapple with. It's human nature to want to be liked. But the book reminds us that this pursuit can become a barrier to authenticity. Living freely and fully means aligning your actions with your values, regardless of others' opinions. As the authors assert, not everyone will like you, and that is perfectly fine. Think about a decision you've made recently. Did it align with your true desires, or was it influenced by how you thought others might react? When we prioritize external validation, we risk losing sight of what truly matters to us. The courage to be disliked frees us from this trap and allows us to focus on living according to our own principles. To embrace this courage, identify areas in your life where you frequently seek approval. Consciously reduce this behavior and set boundaries to protect your time and energy from others' expectations. Each day, remind yourself that your worth is not determined by others' opinions. This shift not only enhances your self-esteem, but also encourages more authentic and meaningful relationships. Topic 15. Living in the present. The book emphasizes that true freedom and happiness are found in the present moment. Dwelling on the past often brings regret, while worrying about the future creates anxiety. By letting go of these distractions, we can fully embrace the opportunities and joys available to us right now. As the authors say, the present moment is all we ever truly have. Imagine carrying a heavy backpack filled with your regrets and worries. It's exhausting, isn't it? Now, picture setting it down and walking freely, focusing only on the steps in front of you. This is what living in the present feels like. It's not about ignoring the past or future, but about not letting them weigh you down. To start living in the present, incorporate mindfulness practices like meditation or deep breathing into your daily routine. Create a gratitude journal to help you focus on the positives in your life right now. And make a conscious effort to limit time spent ruminating on past mistakes or future uncertainties. Living in the present is not just a mindset, it's a practice that leads to greater clarity, joy, and fulfillment. Topic 16. The power of encouragement. Encouragement is a simple act, but its impact can be profound. It's not just about making someone else feel good, it's about fostering confidence and building stronger relationships. The book explains that when we offer genuine support to others, we inspire them to reach their potential while also finding a deeper sense of purpose ourselves. This creates a culture of mutual upliftment, where everyone grows and thrives together. As the authors beautifully put it, encouragement is a gift that costs nothing but is priceless, and the act of lifting others lifts yourself as well. Think about the last time someone genuinely encouraged you. Maybe it was a kind word from a friend before a big presentation or a mentor's belief in your abilities. That small gesture likely gave you the confidence to push forward. Now imagine being that source of encouragement for someone else. To make this a daily practice, commit to offering at least one compliment or word of encouragement to someone each day. Acknowledge even the small efforts and achievements of those around you. It's often the little things that make the biggest difference. And don't forget to encourage yourself. Celebrate your own progress and strengths, no matter how minor they may seem. Encouragement isn't just about others. It's about creating an environment where everyone, including you, can flourish. Topic 17. Letting go of resentment. Resentment is often described as a poison. It harms the person holding onto it far more than the person it's directed toward. The book explains that forgiveness is not about excusing harmful behavior, but about freeing yourself from the emotional burden resentment creates. As the authors say, resentment is like drinking poison and expecting the other person to die. And forgiveness is not about them, it's about freeing yourself. Consider this. Holding on to resentment keeps you stuck in a cycle of negativity. It drains your energy and distracts you from your goals. By letting go, you're not condoning the actions that hurt you. You're reclaiming your peace and focus. One way to practice this is by writing a letter expressing your feelings of resentment, then destroy it. This symbolic act helps release those emotions. Practice empathy by trying to understand the perspective of those who hurt you, and redirect your energy toward personal goals or activities that bring you joy. Letting go of resentment isn't just an act of kindness toward others. It's a gift of freedom you give to yourself. Topic 18. Creating meaningful relationships. Finally, let's discuss creating meaningful relationships, which are central to a fulfilling life. Healthy relationships aren't built on superficial interactions. They're rooted in trust, mutual respect, and understanding. The book emphasizes that authenticity, or being true to yourself, is the foundation for these connections. As the authors explain, a true relationship is built on honesty and respect, and authenticity is the key to connecting with others on a deeper level. Think about your most meaningful relationships. What sets them apart? It's likely the openness, respect, and genuine interest you share. These qualities make relationships resilient and rewarding. To build and strengthen such connections, practice active listening in your conversations. Show genuine interest in what the other person is saying without interrupting or thinking about your response. Be open about your own thoughts and feelings. This vulnerability fosters trust. And regularly express appreciation for the people in your life. A simple thank you or acknowledgement of their importance can deepen your bond. Meaningful relationships aren't just a source of support, they're a cornerstone of a rich and fulfilling life.